All right, I'm back. All right, I'm back. Oh, here we go. So happy Friday. We're going to look here, but even though we love our Up Live family. Hey guys, happy Friday. Let us know you can hear us or see us. Today is Freedom Friday. It's August 3rd, 2018. I can't believe it. We all just came from an amazing NAREP board meeting. So give us a thumbs up, a heart. I just want to make sure you can hear us or see us before I go off and pontificate about Freedom Friday. So Ryan's on. Hey Ryan, I'm so sorry I missed the white party. I love you guys. But hopefully you got some sort of traction out of our show. Ryan is part of Guys with Ties, so he can obviously hear us. So to my, God, can I do this? To my left is Aida Lublin with Brightway Insurance, and this is Julio Sanchez, and he's a realtor, a wholesaler, and we are all newly installed board members of NAREP North Orlando chapter. So very excited. We had a great day today. Veronica Figueroa is also with us, but she's out actually working. So I said, you know, I'm going to do Freedom Friday today. You have to do Freedom Friday with me. And so they're along for the ride. So the theme today is you don't have to set yourself on fire in order to make other people warm. So what does that mean? That means you have to stop not taking care of yourself in order for you to take care of other people. So I want you guys to know, I've got a lot of this stuff going on. I'm dealing with it on a million different levels, so I'll share my story, and then you guys can pop in if you want. They're all like deer in the headlights right now, right? I can't even look at them. They're like, what is happening here?
That's true.
This is obviously the TED show. I don't know. So here's the deal. So one of my biggest pet peeves is, if I am there, I'm trying to help you out. I am trying to do everything I can. And you are nitpicking me the entire way. And I had this happen recently on business level and philanthropy level. I can't speak today. It's been a long day, but a good day. You have got to stop not taking care of you in order to take care of other people. Hey, Aaron. That's right, Aaron. So I love Aaron Lindsay. Hey guys, Patricia's on there. We missed you, Patricia. I hope you'd come. So this is the deal. So let's say that in my particular situation, people reach out to me for help all the time. By the way, Kimber, this has nothing to do with you. This is another person. There's somebody who reached out to me for help today, and I don't want her to think it's her. Somebody reached out to me for help. They wanted help with their charity. They said, Ted, can you do a show? Can you do something for us? And I said, yes, but it needs to be the week of the 13th because next week is the Florida Realtors Convention and I'm going to be gone all week. They gave me so much attitude, like it was such a detriment to them and I was a horrible human being for not being able to fit their schedule when they needed the help. How many times a day do we do that for people? How many times a day are we helping people out that aren't grateful? I don't need a thank you or a pat on the back. But don't treat me badly. Don't treat my friends badly. Don't treat the people badly who are trying to help you. So we are all in our own crazy ways, even though they're probably, I can't even look at them right now because they're like, what the heck did I get into? It's a TED show. Crazy. But this is my thing. So I have friends that go out of their way. They bend over backwards to help people at their events. They bend over backwards to help people in their organizations, like local realtor organizations, local anything. You're there trying to help out, and then you've got somebody giving you attitude while you're trying to help out. It makes me crazy. Eleanor Connolly, how dare you check with the world before you schedule your life? Exactly. Why don't you? So that's the thing. That's how it feels. And I don't know, I can't speak for them yet because apparently they can't speak right now. No, so, but I can speak for me. And the biggest problem I face in my daily life is people asking me for help and then this is not water, right? Julio, cheers.
No, cheers.
Water. There it is. Cheers. So I guess I'm exhausted, not just for myself, but I'm exhausted for you guys. Here's what I want you to know. You have the freedom to say no to those people. You have the freedom to stop saying yes to people who don't appreciate everything that you're bringing to the table. That's true. And I am personally tired of getting dragged down. Veronica was talking about this today. People taking advantage of you. They take advantage of me all the time. Look, I'm the culprit. I'm the one that absolutely allows that to happen, and I should not. I'm in control. However, what happens is you begin to feel bad. But what I can't stand, yes, I feel guilty, but what I can't stand and what I'm trying to stop right now is I want to stop. Freedom Friday, yes. Hey, Steve Barger's on.
Hey, Steve.
I want you to stop feeding into the fact that you're somebody's helper instead of you being the person.
Can I use the word savior?
Yes.
Savior, yes.
That's
Yes.
I suffer from savior syndrome.
I do too. So let's say you're the savior, Aida. All right. So Ida's the savior. You don't get to determine how that works. If you're asking Aida to save you, to help you, to be there for you, to get you funding for something, to help you with an insurance policy, to help you with sponsorship, you don't get to determine how that works because you're the one asking for help. It drives me crazy. Uh-oh, Mike's on. Who's the lovely lady sitting in the middle? That's your beautiful wife, Mike. So very nice, very nice. She stayed here. We made her. We forced her. It was terrible. But I just get tired of seeing people cry. I actually have friends that will cry at events because somebody has said something to them negative, and they've put all of their blood, sweat, and tears into an event, into raising money for a charity, into helping an organization they're part of, into doing something good for someone, and yet you end up being the bad guy because you didn't do it the way that they said or that they thought you should do it. I think that's so wrong. So what I want you to know is that you have the freedom to say, look, I'm going to help you, but this is how I'm going to help you. If you don't like it, go up the street and find somebody else who's going to help you. It's not my responsibility. I'm not the one coming to somebody else for help. Why not be humble? So show some humility to people. Be kind to people. Be appreciative. Instead, don't be demanding and saying, well, Ted, you know, I know you gave $5,000 for that charity, but I need you to give $7,000. If you don't, I'm going to snub my nose up at you. I call BS on that. That is crazy AF. Like, I can't say those words, even though Julio wanted to say them earlier. He's like, what the heck did I get myself into today?
But I think one of the things is also you have the choice. Ted and Aida,
Yes.
Julio, we can set the healthy boundaries.
Yes.
So sometimes we don't set healthy boundaries and we want to be everybody's savior. We want to give to every organization. We want to be everywhere. We forget we're human. We think we're superhumans.
Yes.
And I think once we start burning out, the reason we burn out so quickly is because we're so giving.
Also hard to let go. Like,
It
let
is
go of
very
it.
hard to let
That
go.
is very hard to
No, that's a great point. So I have a charity recently that I've been working with. I've been trying to help a very sweet person, but this person is like, so here's the thing. I'm going to give you guys a pointer. If I ever say to you, give me several different days and times that you can meet, and you come back and say Wednesday at 2:11, I want to strangle you. I can't stand it. So this person comes back and I'm like, I want to help your charity. I want to do everything I can. Let's do a show. Give me several, the word is several, different days and times. And there's the queen, Veronica Figueroa. Come on in. Give me several different days and times, not one at a particular minute. It's ridiculous. So Veronica Figueroa, everybody give her a hand. Here she is.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. I was on a coaching call.
No, it's fine. So we were talking about how you don't have to set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. In other words, you don't have to bend. If somebody's asking you for help, if you're trying your best to help somebody in business, in philanthropy, friendship, relationships, and they come back at you and they're like, well, that's not good enough. This is what I wanted. It's not your responsibility to have to adjust your life and set yourself on fire in order to keep them in the custom or the manner that they're accustomed to. Or happy, right? So there's where you're at. So Aida has talked a little bit. Julio can't figure out how to get out fast enough right now, so but we are live on 2 platforms. So what are your thoughts on that? Do you get asked for help a lot and then people go, oh, Veronica, that's so sweet, but that's not really what I wanted. I needed this, 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 and this.
Yes.
Okay.
I actually do, actually.
Right.
I have the pleasure of working with a lot of agents and just professionals along all walks of life, and they want the simple answer. They want the quick fix, and there really is no quick fix.
There isn't.
So I guess the answer is yes on the short note, but like really, you know, you have to find your own journey, and we can only be I guess doses of inspiration and kind of like share our story and our path, but you're going to create your own story.
Exactly.
I had the pleasure of speaking in front of some really important people, and I remember going in front of them and I was so nervous saying, what can I really offer these people? Like, what can I say to them? And some of my greatest friends and mentors said to me, share your story. But it went back to being just so authentic. We're going to share our book, our experience, or maybe our book of business and what we've been through. But that's where you develop your own story. That's where you develop your own roadmap. You'll pick and choose from different amazing mentors like Aida or Julio or Ted or, whoever you consider a mentor. And then from there, like, we're going to tell you things that you don't want to hear. And then my coach is amazing. My coach will, he doesn't even coach me on transactions at this point. We're coaching from the heart. We're coaching on what books I should read. He's talking to me about, like, who do you really want to be? Who are you? Do you even know who you are?
Oh, that's my
And the clarity comes through just this adventure of just self-discovery.
Yes.
And when you reach a certain level, we're no longer talking about business. We're talking about
life.
Who are you and who do you want to inspire? Do you know your own story?
A lot of people don't. I don't think a lot of people know their own story.
Yeah.
So, for example, I want to give you like a real example of like what could transpire between me and Veronica, for example. So Veronica could say, Ted, I'm so happy we're finally working together. I've got a mortgage for you. I've got a referral for you. And I could look at it and I go, well, God, that's only $150,000 and it's somewhere in, I don't know, BFE that I don't know about. And I'm not thankful or appreciative. Why would she ever send me business? Why would she ever be in a relationship with me if I can't just appreciate every wonderful little thing she does? And that's what happens, I think, not only in our personal relationships, but our business relationships. People take us for granted, not just us four. I'm talking about all of you as well.
And on another note, though, I want to send you business because I love your story.
Oh,
I want to send her business because I love her story.
Right.
And if you share your story more with people, they're going to connect with you and they want to send you business.
Correct.
And I think that we're so caught up on what can you do for my business, but how about I just want to get to know you. We're moving towards that movement of just getting to know people for who they are, Ted. And I want to send you business just because I love you. I love your story. I love Aida's story. I want to just help build that relationship, not on a business level, but on a personal level, and celebrate success together.
People are so afraid, I think, of trusting their gut and their heart and opening up and building an actual true relationship. And I can't tell you how sad that is. I want to encourage you to just take the risk. Build a relationship. I mean, some of these, like I've known Veronica forever, but Julio and I met, Julio Lopez and I met, Sanchez, I'm sorry, at NAREP. We met at Aida's event. We've met before and other stuff, but you're building this friendship. Don't ask for business. Like, I swear to God, if somebody else comes up to me at an event and says, oh my God, I would love to do this, or I'd love to be on your show, or you know what, I'd love to do an open house with you, and yet they don't want to like hang out with me. We talked about this at the NAREP board meeting. I want to hang out with you. I want to spend some time with you because I want to get to know you. You guys have to stop undervaluing the fact that it's so important to develop the relationships, because that's what gets you. Because I promise you, if you don't have a relationship with your number one provider, your number one referral source, on a dime that can change. If you don't have a real relationship with them and you can't have a talk and you're not bringing value to them and your relationship with them and they're not doing the same to you, you could lose that business. I'm telling you, it's a relationship, business, and an environment that we live in.
And I believe the most important is to be authentic.
Yes.
People can tell when they want something, when they have a hidden agenda. One thing that I learned a long time ago, if I try to talk to you, I'm going to use the Bible as an thing. If I try to preach to you, I wasn't there when the ark happened. I wasn't there when Moses.
I wasn't either, kids. So don't even say it.
I wasn't there when Moses
parted.
Yeah, I wasn't there when those things happened. But if I'm being myself and I'm being true, who am I, and I know who I am, then I'm being authentic, and no one can say that's not true. Yes, I was there. So being yourself is knowing yourself, and that's a hard question. Once a couple months ago, when I was on a TED show, it was actually very scary for me to come out publicly on on a live show to share my story. And when I went home, I started thinking, who am I? Who am I? Am I Aida, the young girl that went through so much, or am I Aida, the mom? Or sometimes you have to recognize who are you, and that takes a lot of self-evaluation.
It does.
And once you realize who you are, then you become confident. You're authentic. Not that I wasn't authentic before, but knowing who you are.
Correct.
And you're not so willing to give so much of yourself. You start setting healthy boundaries.
You were talking about there, I love this. So that kind of is what this is about, setting healthy boundaries. So listen, if you want to give to the community, you want to give to your relationships, you want to give to your business partners, whatever it is, set the healthy boundaries. It's not all a one-sided relationship. Sometimes it's going to feel like that, and that's okay. Sometimes you're the giver, sometimes you're the receiver. That's fine. There's a whole discussion about that for another show. All right, so woo, it's Friday afternoon, babies. So here's the deal. I want you guys to be healthy, though, about the boundaries that you set. I want you to go, you know what, I want to help you, but here's what I can do. And this is the boundary. This is it, or here, or wherever. If it doesn't meet what you need or what you can do, it's not your fault or your responsibility to go over that line. Just stop. We are giving so much that people are, like somebody said earlier, burnt out. We're tired. We're exhausted. Why? Because we have all these people clutching at us all the time, and they're grabbing at us, and they want a piece of us in one way or another. And if we don't set the healthy boundaries, then we can't continue to do the good work that we're all supposed to be doing. So, all right. Any parting words of wisdom for this beautiful group?
I have something that I've always taught myself. My eyes and my ears are my gateway to my soul. What I watch, what I hear, who I surround myself, that feeds me. That actually, you know, what is that saying? The 5 people you hang out with?
5 people.
And that's why I'm very picky and choosy. Because choosy, is that even a word?
It is.
And I'm
Today it's a word.
drinking water.
We would have never noticed because you're the only one drinking coffee.
But I just pick and choose what I surround myself with and what I listen to and what I see, because that's feeding my soul. And I want to give back. And I can't be a better version of myself if I'm constantly around negative energy.
You can't.
So.
All right, Veronica, anything?
I think that people remember you based on how you made them feel. Kind of piggybacking off of what Aida said. You know, like we can remember, you know, what we do for them, or in, you know, obviously I'm in real estate and you guys are all pretty much connected. It's like no one remembers you based off of the transaction. I just lost one of my best friends less than 2 weeks ago, and I'll leave you with this. When we were doing his wake, the movement and the power that I felt in that room was beyond any GCI, KPI, or transaction, or address, or accolade that I could ever feel I ever made. It moved me to the point that I saw he inspired more 13 to 24-year-olds, which are the future of our, you know, our future of our nation, future husbands, future leaders, future whatevers. And I remember hearing the theme throughout was how he made them feel. Yeah. And if you're not making people feel good, just don't even pour into the relationship. Stop with the ambiguous relationships. Let's focus on making people feel good, and remember how they make you feel, and reciprocate that back. Yes. Because I think that that's the movement we're on. If you give something to expect something back, just don't even bother.
Don't bother.
Just don't bother.
Stay away from me. All of us. Please stay away.
But I would say, the people that you have to stay away from is people that say you can't.
Yes.
Those are the people you have to stay away from. They're never gonna make it. So the ones that inspire you to go, hang out around with them, because you'll make it with them.
I agree. All right. So happy Freedom Friday. Don't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm. I love you guys. We all love you guys. Thank you guys for being entertaining and coming with me on this crazy Freedom Friday journey. I'm going to come around because we have no producer, and I'm going to hit the finish button, but wave goodbye.
Bye. All right. I'm drinking. Cheers.
Feel good Friday.
Cheers. Feel good Friday. I like that.
Love it.
Love you guys.